Okay. So now, when we say this is a data engineer, okay. So in this, what do you mean by data? What do you mean by data?
Data information.
Hmm? Sorry.
Data is the information.
Data is not the information. Data is basically, we can say this is a collection of raw
But
material in
mm-hmm,
unorganized manner.
mm-hmm,
Okay. Right now, when I say I have let's say I have two, I have five, I have eight, then I have 5,000, and I have 8,000, and I have 9,000. So this is a data, and this is also a data, right? But
mm,
can you say that what is can you say can you find out any meaning out of this data? No, you cannot find out any meaning out of this data, because this is just a raw material, and that too, the collection of raw material, that too in unorganized manner. Now, somebody says a label that this data that you are seeing over here is a employee ID. Okay, and this data that we can say that is employee salary. Okay, so when these two data are there, now we can say something out of this, right? So that this is the employee ID and this is the employee salary. And when we combine this both data into one part, so this is employee ID and employee salary, we have combined as one single unit. Now it has become a table. Okay, understood? So
yes.
in this way, lot of data is stored. But can you still say that this is inferring us something? Maybe not. It is not inferring many things. So data becomes meaningful when it is giving you some insight results about about some business. Okay. For example, if I say there is a, let's say there is a Citibank is there. Okay, so Citibank is nowadays very much in news. So what Citibank is doing is that let's say Citibank is right now having the across across the world, Citibank is having 10,000 branches are there. Okay. And Citibank has 10,000 branches are there. Now the target is that Citibank is going to close, let's say, 1,000 branches in world. Okay. 1,000 branches in world. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now, when Citibank decided, right now, Citibank has the 10,000 branches around the world, and it is targeting the 1,000 branches of the world. How will it be do? And it will do. Means what will be the strategy of this? So can some leader can come and say that now close the branch in Mumbai, and close the branch in Delhi, and close the branch in Bhopal. Can somebody say like that?
No, the store itself announces it's going to be this branch is going to close
So
sooner.
can they say that can they say that randomly close following branches? They did akkad bakkad and they say 1, 2, 3, 4 close this, 1, 2, 3, 4 close this, 1, 2, 3, 4 close this. Can they say like this?
No.
No, obviously no. They cannot pick up the branches randomly and then just close this. So for this, what they need to do, if they have to close these 1,000 branches, so what they need to do? So they need to find for each branch, they need to find the turnover turnover of each branch. They will find the turnover of each branch. Then they will see the kind of the business of the branches. What kind of business of the branches are given? Then what kind of customer base is there in branch, right? Can so like this they can identify 10, 15, 20 parameters at each branch, and then when this information will come, then the business people they will they will say they will do the analysis. They will do the analysis, and with this analysis they will find the turnover data or summarization of the data, summarization of the data, right? They will get the summarization of the data. Now what will do with this data? With this data, uh, what will they do?
They will sort out which branch turnover is less.
They will find out that where we have the possibility to close the branches. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
from whom, from where they are going to get this data? From where they will get this data? Where they will get this data?
After analysis from the business people.
So this data is coming from basically the no, this is basically the customers data, right? From
Okay.
customers data, there is the transaction data is there. In this transaction data, these transaction data is getting stored in the database, and from this database, this some reports are getting generated. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting the logic?
Yes, yes.
Is it easy?
Yes.
Okay, I am trying to make it very, very simple for you so that you can understand everything very well, and you can feel the feel connection with the subject. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
now here main data out of this, which is the main data, customer data or transaction data or database or data or reports? What is the main data? So out of this, if we see, so transaction data is the main data over here.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and this transaction data is handled by whom? Handled by handled by who handles this transaction data?
Customers.
Hmm?
Mm,
This data is being handled by the employees of Citibank.
okay.
Understood?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now this data can be from different departments. So these departments can be there can be multiple departments, like there can be the saving department, there can be the loan department, there can be the demat options, or there can be the current accounts. Okay, and basically each department is going to perform the different different operations. Every department will perform the different operations over here. Okay, so customer does the transaction, and after the completion of the transaction, data will data will be stored in databases. Okay, so for example, let's say there is a saving department is there. Uh, so in the saving department stores the data in text format, and here there is a revenue of 1 CR. Then there is a loan department is there, and loan department is storing its data in JSON format, and the transaction is getting 2 CR over here. and then DMAT department is there. In this DMAT department, there are XML files are there, and there are five CR data is there, and uh, then there are the current accounts are there, and the data of current accounts is being stored in RDBMS. And let's say in the current account there has been the transaction of 10 CR. Okay, so if now we calculate the total turnover of this, so total turnover of this is 18 CR somewhere. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
are you understanding?
Yes.
Okay, so here we can see that there is 1, 2, 5, 10 are there, and physically we have added that. So, but question over here is that can we perform some for the different data files over here with the with one platform? So perform can we perform this sum of different different data types in straight manner? So here you can see we have the different type of data is there. So one is text data, JSON data, XML data, and RDBMS data. So the way simply we have added these entire records. Can system also do in the same way?
Mm-hmm.
Can system also do in the same way?
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no?
No. No.
Okay, so basically what we can say is this as easily we have done this calculation, system cannot do this calculation in this easy manner. So now for for our external user, this data is unorganized data. Okay. So this
Okay.
kind of data that is getting stored from different department in different form, this data is unorganized data. You cannot do anything with this data. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So so what will be the step is, so to achieve this now, what you have to do is first of all load data into database tables, right?
Mm. Yes.
So this data, first of all, will be loaded into the database table. And what this will help us to achieve is, it will help us to achieve to to convert data into the same format. Okay, so it may be the text data, or it may be the JSON or XML or RDBMS. All data will be converted into the same format. And when the same format is converted, now the sum can be performed for this individual data. Okay, with the help of SQL queries. So here, now you can apply the SQL queries together on this data when this is stored into the data table. Until unless they are not stored into the data table and they are stored in their individual formats, you cannot do any SQL queries on this data. Correct? Okay.
Oh,
So
why?
now once it is,
Can you can you repeat why we cannot perform SQL queries?
so right now when this data is unorganized data, so this is the text data, this is the JSON data, this is the XML data, and one is in RDBMS. Can you apply the SQL queries together on in all this?
No. Don't. No.
Okay, so what you need to do is text data will be converted into the database tables. JSON will also be converted to the database table. XML will also be converted to the database table, and RDBMS is already into the database table. All these data will be converted into the data table, and the same format will be created for all data, and then SQL queries can be used. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so now SQL queries, first of all, there will be SQL queries will come. SQL queries will do the total of turnovers as single entity and into the single entity, and here the analysis will perform, and based on this analysis decisions decisions will be taken. Okay,
Okay.
so basically from this what we understand is to perform perform the analysis we need the organized data. So to perform the I'll share this entire Excel. I am That's why I am making this in form of notes, so that at the end I can share it with you. You don't need to make the tools a lot. So you don't need to make the notes a lot. I'll share this entire thing so you will understand the flow. Okay.
Okay.
So to perform the analysis, what you have to do is um, to perform the analysis on business, you need we we need the organized data. Okay. So
Okay.
now what is information? So till now there was not information here. In this was the raw data. This was the raw data. We have combined this raw data. It has become table. But once we have done this entire process, we have converted this entire data into one. Now, when the SQL queries has been applied, now by this the information has come, right? So information is uh, mm, basically we are going to maintain data in organized format, and this will be used for business decisions. Okay, so this entire process is called the data warehousing process. Okay, so the data warehousing process basically includes, first of all, there is the from collection of data from different types of sources. Then the second thing, convert it, sorry, convert it into the format of purpose. Okay. So it is not only that we can convert the data into just the SQL queries and database. Whatever the purpose is there, according to that, we need to take the action, then do analysis on it, and then finally take decisions. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
now with, for example, in this perspective, so let's say if we have dealt with current data of the branches and the historical data of the branches, right? So here, let's say we have year, or we and two branches. So we have branch A and we have branch B. Okay, branch A and branch B, and we have the data of, let's say, 2025 and 2024 and 2023 and 2022. And here, branch A has done the business of, let's say, 10 CR, and in 2024, uh, in sorry. So let's say branch A has done the business of 1 CR, and in the previous year the branch has done the business of, let's say, 12 CR, and in 2023 the branch has done the business of, let's say, 9 CR, and in 2022 branch has done the business of, let's say, 14 CR. And in case of branch B, and there was a business of 14 cr, then 12, and then it was 12 cr, then there was 9 cr, and there was 6 cr. Like this, it was there. So now out of this data, what do you understand? Which branch should be closed?
2023. 2023.
Branch A should be closed or branch B should be closed? Which
Yeah,
branch should
okay.
be closed?
Branch A or B. Okay. So branch B.
Branch B should be closed. How can you say that branch B should be closed?
8, it's 14 CR, 12, okay, 9. Because the turnover of the 2023 is very less in 2022, right?
And in 2022, it might be very less, but you can see at every year they are increasing their revenue. But here, at the 2022, this was 14, then here was 9, then 10, then 12, again this 10. So it is it is
Yes.
decreasing its business, while every year they are in branch B is increasing its business.
Mm-hmm.
You see that?
Yes.
Okay, so based on this information, which branch should be closed?
A. A then.
Branch. So here the decision is that since branch A is fluctuating and decreasing the business, so branch A should be closed. Understood?
Yes, yes.
Is this understandable?
Yes.
Okay. So basically as a part of data warehousing process, so whatever we have discussed, so as per the data warehousing process, what we need to do is we need to build we need to build the data warehousing system. Okay. So now, why to build this? Why to build the data warehousing system? So the purpose of this is to do the analysis and take business decisions. Understood?
Mm-hmm.
So now let's see what what kind of operations we need to perform while data warehouse building. Okay, what kind of operations we need to perform in the data building? So here we saw in this entire process, we saw first of all we have done the collection of the data, right? So first step of building the data warehousing process is the collection of the data. Okay, once data is collected, now what you have, data can be at various places, at various sources, at various backgrounds, right? And it can be in various formats as well, right? So wherever it is, on whatever system it is, first of all, our task is to collect the data. Okay, then the second task, once you have collected the data, now what you have to do is you have to transform transform the unorganized data into organized organized format. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
we have to transform the data from unorganized format to organized format. Spelling mistakes are there, too much. Organized, yes, organized format. Okay, and as we see that there are different types of data over there. There were data can be of any type. So data can be, what kind of data can be there. So there can be different types of data. So let's say, how many types of data you know? How many types of data you know? Shamila, are you there?
I don't know. Data, types of
What
data.
types of data is there? So there can be any type of data. Data can be in form of text. Data can be in form of numbers. Data can be in form of images. Data can be in form of OCR. Data can be in form of videos. Data can be in form of text. Data can be in form of tables. It can be in form of maybe moonrock specification. Anything it can be. Okay,
What
so
is
data can
OCR?
be, sorry,
What
optical
is
character readers.
okay? Moonrock?
Optical Moonrock specification. Suppose you are a astronaut and you are going to Mars, and there you are collecting the rocks, or from the moon you are working in NASA. So moon rocks you are collecting. So to for the analysis purpose, so that can also be a data for you,
Okay.
right? Or you are working some you are working in a company which is working into the what क्या होते हैं वो जियो no mm, archaeologist. The people are working as archaeologists. So in archaeologist, what is the data? Rocks, rock samples and water samples, and everything that they are atram shatram they are getting from different sources. That everything is the rock specification.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me a
Okay.
second. I'm getting a call. Okay, sorry. So data can be of any form. There are different types of forms are there. Data can be of any form. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
that different form of data that can be the unorganized data, right? And this unorganized data needs to be converted into the uh, this organized form, right? And then third thing is here there is the once data has been converted into a proper form, then loading the data loading the data into the system. Okay, so these three things are there that are being performed. So when you collect the data, this process is usually what we call it as the extraction of the data, right? So this is called extraction. When data is loaded, now you are converting the data into the purpose. So this is called as the transformation. Okay, this is T. So data is collected and then data is converted into the desired format, organized format. Then once it is converted into the organized format, what we are doing is we are loading the data into the system. So this is called loading. E, this is L. So basically now we have three terms, E and T and L. Okay, so this is extract, and this is transform, and this is load. Okay, so warehouse, data warehousing, data warehouse handles these operations. Okay, so now for to do this, there are different tools are there. So in this there are different ETL tools are there. So those ETL tools are the famous one is Informatica. Informatica is there. Apart from that, there is data stage is there. So in Google Cloud, data stage is used very much, and then there is Heaven Show is there. And there are so many other tools are also there, but these three are main, and the main famous tools are there. These tools are Informatica. Okay.
Okay.
So so here when we do the ETL tools, so from ETL tools are being used by the ETL developers, and then these ETL developers load the data into the data warehousing systems. Okay, so
Okay.
understood? Any
Yes,
doubt
yes.
and
Okay.
any doubt in this?
No, I was thinking so for Microsoft, what tool they use for data warehouse side?
Will come on that part. Have a
Okay.
patience.
Okay. Okay,
Everything.
fine.
I am
Okay.
just giving you the basic concepts, because
Okay.
if
Thank you very much.
I'll jump on directly on the tools, you will get confused at many times. So that's why I'm driving you in a way so that you can understand each and everything in very solid way. So that someone asks, what do a data engineer do? You should know that what is the job of data engineer.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now understand that why we need these things to be implemented on cloud. Okay, so now let's suppose you have got a project from a company, and from that company, lot of things you have been asked to do. So what you have to do is you would require um, to implement the requirement, what you need. So the first thing you need is the servers. Okay. The second thing you need is the softwares. The third thing you need is databases. Okay. And the fourth thing you need is networks. Correct? These four things you need. So for any kind of system. So in the, if we talk about in the legacy systems in earlier times when cloud was not there. In legacy systems, we need to implement all these four things: servers, softwares, then databases, and network. So servers you need to purchase physically, right? The softwares you need to install manually. Then the databases you need to purchase the physically, right, for the storage purpose. And then the network you need to establish physically. We some part of this we saw in last class also, right? So the same thing I'm going to explain you again with a little different things, right? So now in the legacy systems you need to implement everything in this. So when you will be implementing everything in this legacy system, now to keep the servers, to store the database, you need the hardware machines, right? You need to purchase a premises space, you need the hardware machines, right? So this can be number one. This can be very much time consuming activity. This can be very much time consuming activity. Correct, correct. Then second thing is the configuration and the maintenance becomes hard, right? Because when servers are there, server produces the heat also. To keep the servers cool, you need to maintain the temperature, you need to implement the you need to apply the AC with the servers, then only the heat can be maintained. Okay. Then when you are implementing the software, so once you have installed software, so suppose Microsoft Windows you have installed, or Microsoft Office you have installed, or you have installed the Microsoft .NET you have installed. So everything you have installed by yourself. Now, tomorrow, someday, after 1 year or 2 year, Microsoft comes and says that now this version is old. we are not supporting this version anymore. And if you are continuing with the same system, we are not responsible, we will not be responsible for your loss. So what you will do is you need to upgrade the software, and based on the upgraded software, you need to do the reconfiguration with the entire system. So everything becomes very costly. So the mainti maintenance becomes very costly. Okay, maintenance becomes very costly, and for to maintain the server, to maintain the network, um, you need the database engineers and security managers, security operators, everything you know, everything you need. And then agar isme koi problem hoti, if there is any problem is there, if due to any issue, it becomes very hard to maintain. And if somebody says that I need it the 24 by 7, so it becomes very hard to promise, right? Because at some time, at some place, somewhere, some calamity can happen, right? So if somebody says that I'll be up and running for 24 by 7, it will be very hard, right? For the systems. Okay, so to overcome this, the cloud comes into the picture. Okay, so what now cloud is doing is, cloud now cloud maintains cloud maintains the servers, it maintains the softwares, it maintains the databases, and also the network, everything on the internet. Everything is now maintained on the internet. So now if you are taking any maintenance contract of any system, now you don't need to go to purchase the server. You don't need to worry about the versions of the softwares. You don't need to install the database and create the database physically. And then you don't need to apply the long network operations. What you only need is, you just need is the money and connection, internet connection. And just you can connect with any of the cloud operator, and cloud operator will happily do all these things for you. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so what you do on what these cloud servers do for you? So these cloud servers basically on cloud on cloud services what these services do is, number one, the storage services. Number two, that is database services. Number three, data warehousing services. And number four is ML and AI integration services. So no matter you are working on the data engineering part, or data science part, or data analysis part, or cloud part, or security part, or any part you are doing, these cloud services can maintain everything nowadays. And that is the reason everyone is moving towards the cloud, right? So now, when so the biggest advantage with cloud is the upgrade services. So in upgrade services, now suppose you need the higher bandwidth, just call the support, right? You need to upgrade, you need to update the software, you just call the support, right? Then let's say you have other thing, you need to change the network, just call the support. Anything you need, there can be many things like this. Anything you need, you just call the support and pay for it, and the services will be done for you. Don't need to worry about being 24 by 7 online. So, by this way, we can say cloud supports, cloud supports very high scalability. Okay, very high level of scalability is being supported through the cloud. Okay, so what a cloud engineer or what a data engineer, data engineer do is basically it performs the operations on the ETL tools, and with the help of the uh, ETL development. Okay, then second thing is Hadoop stack is developed. So with the help of Hadoop stack, data engineer um, creates the process of the operations. And finally, with there can be the role of cloud plus Hadoop stack, cloud plus Hadoop stack, and here cloud engineers will work. Okay, so there can be the different kind of roles in the data engineer. So all these things will be there required. So you need to you need to have a good understanding on ETL tools. You need to have the good understanding of Hadoop stack and then the cloud as well to become a data engineer. And what things are expected from the data engineer? Expected from the data engineer. So you need to know is basically the database concept and programming language, then Hadoop stack and the cloud related services. So are you clear with this basic level architecture that
Yes,
I have explained to you?
yes, yes.
Okay. So next we are going to discuss is the um, features of the cloud.
Okay,
Okay. So features of the cloud. So the features, one feature of the cloud is the scalability. Then the second thing is high availability. Third thing is replication services. Replication services. Fourth thing is the distributed tech. Fifth thing is the fault tolerance. Fault tolerance. Next thing was very important thing was there, that was um moving computation. Move computation. And the second seventh one is the partitioning. Okay, so these seven main concepts are there under the features of the cloud. We'll discuss this one by one.
okay,
Okay, so okay, will move to the second screen, second sheet. Let me save this first. It's 7:15. Can we continue after this from tomorrow?
yes. Can you please share this sheet with me?
Yes. Yes, yes, I'll share. Okay.
So,
So, hmm.
so the one thing I wanted to say this to Friday. Today's Friday, right? You said every Friday we can do it.
Yes, yes, I can do it every Friday.
So I cannot see, I cannot join by the same time today we did because the kids have school. I have to send both of them. I have to drop them. So
What time
yes,
you are available at Friday?
Friday, IST, I will be available like 7:30.
7:30.
Yes.
Uh, can you make it 7 p.m.?
Yeah, that I have to rush. I can do it. I can do it via 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
Actually,
um,
why I'm asking at 7 p.m. because because at 8 I have to reach to another center, and there one more class is there at 8. That's why I'm just asking.
uh, is it
Okay,
possible to do it anytime later than until what time you will be taking class during
it
evening?
will it will be then very hard for me. Um, that 8 p.m. class is for a few UK guys or UK students are there. For them, I am taking data science.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, let me check. I'll try to figure it out. I'll try talk to them if they can manage with some other timing. Maybe in week I can move their class earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, that would be helpful, Kushal. Yeah. Please check with
sure,
them and let me know. Okay.
sure.
Okay. Okay. And see you tomorrow. Thanks.
Okay, thanks.